The northernmost part of North-South Expressway, commonly known in Malaysia as PLUS, is the earliest open part of PLUS, linking Bukit Kayu Hitam in the north and Johor Bahru at the southern end. The ambitious project aimed to link Malaysian capital city of Kuala Lumpur to nearly all state capitals on the west coast, while linking the major cities to the borders of Thailand and Singapore, fostering the domestic and international trade. As a regular user of PLUS in the other part of the network, driving on Bukit Kayu Hitam Jitra section is not feel as driving on an expressway but driving on a federal road with 90 km per hour speed limit. Why does this part of the PLUS expressway have traffic lights, U-turns and narrower lanes unlike the rest of the network? Let's drive through the towns and villages in northern Kedah while understand of the rationale of building a 4-lane highway across the country. The section between Bukit Kayu Hitam and Jitra is located in northern Kedah, which is also a part of Federal Route 1. With 24 kilometers in length, this part of the expressway is the legacy of the earlier vision of linking state capitals on the west coast, border to border. West coast of Peninsula has been connected by the road since the early 20th century. Thus, why is there a need to build an expensive expressway? In the early 20th century, the road is mainly consisted of gravel and dirt. By time the existing roads have been upgraded from gravel road into paved road and more roads have been built. The paved road of both federal and state roads increased from 8,040 kilometers in 1957 to 17,855 in the year 1980. Increasing roads signally increasing traffic as well, but the federal road design did not permit faster and smoother long distance journeys. One lane per direction, numerous intersections, sharp corners and slow traffic when driving through small towns. Bukit Kayu Hitam Jitra section is a part of the road that linked Alor and Songkhla that was built in the middle of 19th century. Notice that the road between Songkhla to Alor via Hadiai and Bukit Kayu Hitam is quite straight. The road was built aftermath of Kedah Siam War to link port city of Songkhla on the east coast and Alor on the west coast. I talked about Hadiai in the previous video about the visit last year, where the city was established by a railway junction between Bangkok, Songkhla and Padang Besar and also Sungai Golok. The link to watch this video will be appeared. Due to economic boom since the 1970s, increasing traffic on the existing road started to be felt. The existing road at that time was no longer suitable for increasing number of cars, buses and heavy vehicles together with the increasing population and increasing household income. Therefore, a new expressway was needed to improve the connectivity among the large cities on the west coast. Bukit Kayu Hitam Jitra section is the oldest original part of PLUS Expressway PLUS network, but it was not the first toll road in the country. The first toll road in Malaysia is Tanjung Malim Slim River Highway, located in southern Perak. With a length of 24 km, the road shortened the distance between two towns, improved the connectivity and shortened the distance between Kuala Lumpur and Ipoh. The old road between Tanjung Malim and Slim River via Slim Village is windy, narrow and prone to accident. The reason the toll was charged there is due to the high cost of earthworks for a relatively straight road and the existence of old federal road for those who refuse to pay the toll. Furthermore, unlike Thailand, who got the US American assistance in building a wide and spacious roads during the Cold War era, Malaysia need to fund the expensive road project using their own fund and loans. Bukit Kayu Hitam Jitra section is not even the first toll part of the entire PLUS network. KL Seremban Expressway is the first proper expressway in Malaysia, opened in 1982, linking Kuala Lumpur and Seremban with newly opened industrial areas of Bandar Baru Pangi, Nilai and Senawang. Wider lane and less steeper than the federal roads, KL Seremban Expressway is financed by the loan from the World Bank and became the basis of design of the later expressways. When the Plus project was privatized in the year 1988, only the segment between Sungai Besi and Senawang was included as part of Plus network. The rest of the segment between Jalan Istana and Sungai Besi was privatized to Metromax. Thus, Bukit Kayu Hitam Jitra section is the earliest construction section on the Federal Route 1 that being upgraded into the North-South Expressway. Construction started in the year 1981 and took 4 years to complete the upgrade. The cost to upgrade the federal route to the highway is 33.1 million ringgit. After the construction completed in the year 1985, the toll collection started in Bukit Kayu Hitam Immigration Complex. I still remember when driving through Bukit Kayu Hitam Immigration Complex in the year 2015, the toll booth is located about 20 meter or less from the immigration booth within the complex. Just check the passport, move a little bit forward and tap the card to pay the toll. Only vehicles that pass through the immigration and custom complex pay the tolls, including anyone who work at the complex itself and the workers and visitors of duty-free shops who are not even crossing the border. The vehicles that use the section between Bukit Kayu Hitam and Jitra that not pass through the immigration complex use the highway for free. At first, North-South Expressway was planned as an improvement of the existing Federal Route 1, which explained the existence of the toll plaza on some parts of the Federal Route 1. Formerly, there are plaza tolls in Bukit Kayu Hitam, Tanjung Williamson River, Jalan Kuching in Kuala Lumpur and also in Senai in Johor Bahru. However, the alignment of Plus that not pass through Perlis, the northernmost state in Peninsula, has caused ruckus in Dewan Rakyat. Based on the Parliamentary Hansard dated 22 March 1988, why Plus did not pass through Perlis. Because Bukit Kayu Hitam is nearer to Alor and Hadiai with 110 km of distance between the major cities than via Padang Besar, which is 130 km longer. Furthermore, Federal Route 1 start at Bukit Kayu Hitam and not start at Padang Besar, which is Route 7. The low population of Perlis, which is around 200,000 people, limited industrial activities and existence of a railway makes the expressway construction not really viable. Expensive expressway maybe only for 10 cars per day. Eventually, Perlis is connected to Plus by Changlun Kuala Perlis Highway, a limited access highway with a top speed of 90 km per hour, free to use by all vehicles. Shorter distance means faster journey across the border, encouraging international trade and assuring fresh supply from Thailand to Tom Yum restaurants to in Malaysian side. What makes Bukit Kayu Hitam Jitra section of the North-South Expressway is so different than the rest of the expressway? There was a change of design when the overall alignment was in the planning stage. Previously, the toll segment on Federal Route 1, such as in here, in Senai, Tampoi section, have intersections, traffic lights and U-turns. With the issuance of Technical Instruction Road or Arahan Teknik Jalan by Public Works Department in the year 1986, the difference of highway and expressway are clearly specified. Bukit Kayu Hitam Jitra section was built and opened before the issuance of Technical Instruction Road in 1986. The section was built with R5 specification of 3.5 meter length width, 7% permissible gradient and 90 km speed limit, while the rest of the Plus network was built with R6 specification of 3.65 meter length width, 5% permissible gradient and 110 km per hour speed limit without 8-grade intersections, traffic lights and U-turn. As a result, the rest of the Plus between Jitra in the north and Johor Bahru in the south was built according to the R6 specification, which allowed the vehicle to travel faster and safer, unlike the design used in Bukit Kayu Hitam and Jitra section. Limited access of R6 design means lesser driving time to the same destination, no traffic light, no small junction, no U-turn and an emergency lane. The higher speed and reduced traffic conflict benefited long-distance travellers, logistic companies and express bus services. Expressway brings social impact as well, such as return to the hometown or balik kampung more than once a year. Due to the adherence of R6 road specification, which allows the top speed of 110 km per hour throughout the newer alignment, the other parts of the toll Federal Route 1 segment, such as in Tanjung Williamson River Road, Jalan Kuching in Kuala Lumpur and Senai Tampo Road in Johor Bahru, were excluded as part of the Plus network. In the 1980s, the global economy faced a downturn due to the oil glut as the oil supply increased but the demand was stagnated. When the price of oil fell to $10 per barrel in 1986, so did the price of other commodities as well, such as rubber and palm oil. As a result, the government revenue fell as well. Decreasing government revenue means that the progress of the plus construction slowed down as well. Lower government revenue adherence to the R6 expressway design, which allows higher vehicle speed and sluggish progress, caused the project to be privatized. After the amendment of the Malaysian Highway Authority Act 1980, which allows the privatization of the expressway project, Plus was privatized and fully financed by loan, no longer by the government revenue. In 1988, the whole Plus was privatized to United Engineers Malaysia, which is known as UEM Group today. The whole expressway was fully opened in 1994, with the driving time from Bukit Kayu Hitam to Johor Bahru is about 9 hours excluding rest stop. Perhaps there should be a special video about Plus project in the future. For a few years, the toll was charged on both Plus expressways and Federal Route 1 in the same area, caused a furor among the public who didn't have any other alternative route to use. On January 2003, toll collection in Jalan Kuching, part of Federal Route 1 in Kuala Lumpur, was abolished and the toll plaza was demolished later, which is the location of Segambut interchange of Duta Ulu Kelang Expressway today. On March 2004, the toll collection of Tampoi Senai Highway was abolished and Senai Toll Plaza on Federal Route 1 was closed. Meanwhile, in Bukit Kayu Hitam on 2017, the toll booth moved from within the immigration complex to the newly built toll plaza about 500 meters away. The move to allow the construction of a new immigration complex, as the old one is not adequate to accommodate increasing road traffic crossing the border. And the good news is the new toll plaza was operated less than 3 months. On January 2018, toll charge in Bukit Kayu Hitam was abolished after 33 years of operation. Car drivers were no longer to pay RM3.60 each time they passed through the immigration complex, even more savings for the heavy vehicle drivers. Since 2018, the section between Bukit Kayu Hitam and Jitra is managed by Public Works Department and is free to use by all vehicles, the only section of the North-South Expressway that is toll-free. Today, Bukit Kayu Hitam is the main border crossing for Malaysians visiting Thailand, particularly to Hadiai, the largest city in southern Thailand. Its direct route between the border and the remaining Plus alignment makes Bukit Kayu Hitam crossing congested during the major holidays. Furthermore, Bukit Kayu Hitam is nearer to both Hadiai and Alor than Padang Besar. As the earlier section of Plus opened to traffic, its design is more reminiscent of a federal road than a proper expressway today, a legacy of a larger vision to improve the connectivity between the major cities in Malaysia and its borders. If you want to drive on North-South Expressway between Bukit Kayu Hitam and Jitra, the section located between Jitra Utara Interchange and Bukit Kayu Hitam, the border with Danok, Thailand. If you are driving from Alor, Penang or Kuala Lumpur heading towards Changlun, Danok or Hadiai, you are more likely to use this road toward the destination anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about the earliest part of North-South Expressway and the impact it brings toward the economy and the people. Thank you so much for watching again and see you in the next video.